Hello. Hold on.
Oh, look at it. She bought that. Period.
What's the craziest conspiracy theory you think about, but you wouldn't tell nobody?
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
You got one tapped in? Craziest conspiracy theory. Pizzagate. They all did that shit. They got the island. Yeah. Bill Gates. Goddamn. The first lady. Goddamn the Trump. Yeah. All of them. They tapped in.
Hey, Mike, what's your worst breakup story?
My worst breakup story? I caught him in bed cheating and I whooped that.
Oh, man. That's sad, though.
Hey.
All right, next question. What's heavier, a pound of pillows or a pound of pennies?
A pound of pennies.
Pound of pennies. This is the last one.
He can't even say it. He's getting jailed.
I'm not going to answer that question.
Yo, welcome to the New Normal Podcast. I want to tell everybody thank y'all for tuning in. Today, I got a very good topic for y'all. It's called Liberals Need Straitjackets. I've been seeing a lot of people acting crazy out there on X or Twitter, whatever you call it, but there's been a lot of people acting crazy out there over this Trump victory. If you just came in the door, make sure y'all like the video, make sure y'all share the video, make sure you subscribe to all of my channels, and make sure you tell everybody about the New Normal Podcast. If you hear something in the background, can y'all hear my mic good? That's another thing I need to know. Make sure y'all let me know. Put it in the comment section. 1 if you can hear my mic good, or 2 if you can't hear me that good. But like I was gonna say, if you hear something in the background, that's my son. He's over there watching his tablet, so don't mind him. He might interrupt me from time to time, a time or two, but we still gonna have a good show. And we're gonna play this first video. Can y'all hear me good out there? Y'all can hear me right? So the first video we're gonna play is this video with Donald Trump. Hold on real quick. Let me make sure it's playing. Okay, we good. But we're gonna play this first video with Donald Trump. The reason we're playing this video because it's gonna kick off everything else that we're going to watch. Oh shit. And the reason that we're gonna play this first video, because, like I said, it's going to kick off everything with Donald Trump. I don't know if y'all been seeing, but a lot of people have been moving and shaking. So if people say Donald Trump ain't got no power, they've been lying. We got Hamas talking about a cease war. We got a lot of people talking about they about to you got Eric Adams in New York talking about he don't want to do food vouchers anymore. We got some other governors. We're going to talk about them too. In California and in Illinois, talking about they're not going to go along with the deportation stuff. But we seen the stock market skyrocket since Trump got in them. We see a whole bunch of caravans of people trying to come in before Trump officially take office. It's a lot of stuff going on. So when people say that Trump ain't got no power, they lied to y'all. Because the man came in already, ain't even officially president, and got a lot of stuff moving and shaking out here. The first video we're going to play is this one right here. And this one's going to kick off our day. Let's go.
The left-wing gender insanity being pushed on our children is an act of child abuse. Very simple. Here's my plan to stop the chemical, physical, and emotional mutilation of our youth. On day one, I will revoke Joe Biden's cruel policies on so-called gender-affirming care. Ridiculous. I will sign a new executive order instructing every federal agency to cease all programs that promote the concept of sex and gender transition at any age. I will then ask Congress to permanently stop federal taxpayer dollars from being used to promote or pay for these procedures and pass a law prohibiting child sexual mutilation in all 50 states. It'll go very quickly. Furthermore, I will support the creation of a private right of action for victims to sue doctors who have unforgivably performed these procedures on minor children. The Department of Justice will investigate Big Pharma and the big hospital networks to determine whether they have deliberately covered up horrific long-term side effects of sex transitions in order to get rich at the expense of vulnerable patients, in this case, very vulnerable. I will ask Congress to pass a bill establishing that the only genders recognized by the United States government are male and female, and they are assigned at birth. Under my leadership, this madness will end. Thank you very much.
So, Jazz says she can't listen just yet, but she got excited seeing that Trump nation address. I'm going to say this. What Trump just said, I agree with wholeheartedly. The reason that I agree with what he just said wholeheartedly, because I'm a parent, and it is crazy when I walk around the schools now and I see all of these rainbows and these classes that the gay people and the fruit dukes and the bull daggers got to have after school. Why are y'all convening after school to have conversations about y'all sexuality? That is not a place for the schoolhouse. You being gay and homosexuality is about what you like to do. You like to suck on Peter Walker if you got a Peter Walker, and you like to lick on Cootie Pop if you have a Cootie Pop. Or you one of those fluid people that just like love. You love love. If it loves you, you're going to love it back. If it fucks you, you're going to fuck it back. I don't know what y'all doing. I know y'all are out here crazy. And I got to watch my tone, because you want to see what's going on? Come here. Come here. I gotta watch my words, because somebody say hey to everybody. Say hey to the camera. Say hey. Can you let Daddy finish his screen real quick? Okay. Go back out there and watch the tab. Thank you. So he had to come in here and see what I was doing. He liked to check on his daddy. But like I said, I don't know why anybody would do any of that. As you seen, that's my baby boy, and I would never advise him to cut his Peter Walker off to say he has a vagina or make him think that he is a woman. So I got a lot of videos that we're going to play, and this is the next video right here. This video right here is exactly, well, I'm like, oh, Trump had to get these niggas out the way. These people are crazy. So this is the next video we about to play right here. So people are crazy.
Why are y'all voting for Kamala Harris?
I don't want to lose my rights. Like, I'm a trans man and I'm gay and I have been pregnant and I've had an abortion before and I don't want to lose that.
What the fuck? I'm gonna stop cussing. What in the world? What in the world was that? She did what and had a what and a what? With a what and a what?
Why are y'all voting for Kamala Harris?
I don't want to lose my rights. Like, I'm a trans man and I'm gay and I have been pregnant and I've had an abortion before and I don't want to lose that. I'm afraid of not being able to be myself anymore.
Baby, I don't think you know who you are. Be yourself. I think you just wake up on a Wednesday morning and be like, I'm a girl today. Wake up on a Thursday morning, I'm a boy today. Wake up on a Friday, I'm getting an abortion. Wake up on a Saturday, I'm a cat. Wake up on a Sunday, I'm everything combined. Like, you really don't know who you are. For you to talk about Trump, at least Trump know that he's a man. Like, you ask him, he's gonna say, I'm a man, born a man. Simple. With you, I don't know. I didn't even know what I was looking at. But I came across this video and I was like, I gotta play it, because this is the sickness that is driving our country. It is crazy, and y'all are crazy, and this is why liberals need to be in straight jackets. I'm sorry. We cannot just keep promoting mental illness and just letting people walk around. See, the problem is we had an LD class when I grew up. LD meant learning disability, but we used to call it local dummy. That's what we used to say, local dummy. You did not sit in the class with the smart kids. And we got a lot of people that are weird and that have always been weird, now got a chance to get the megaphone, and now we have to listen to the weirdos that sat in the back of the classes or ate lunch by themselves or ate ham sandwiches in the stalls in the bathroom. Like, these are the people that ate ham sandwiches in the bathroom stalls in high school. These are the people that when you look at the back of the bus, they was back there picking their nose, eating boogers, and now they got the megaphone, and now they gonna hone in and drive it in our face that, hey, y'all got to listen to me now because I got rights to be even more of a weirdo. We would have stuffed this man, girl in the trash can when I grown up because you need a little bit of bullying.
Because from what I've heard, Trump's America doesn't want me to look like this. So that's why I'm here today, and that's why I'm voting blue.
Let's play this again.
Why are y'all voting for Kamala Harris?
I don't want to lose my rights. Like, I'm a trans man, and I'm gay, and I have been pregnant, and I've had an abortion before, and I don't want to lose that. I'm afraid of not being able to be myself anymore because from what I've heard, Trump's America doesn't want me to look like this. So that's why I'm here today, and that's why I'm voting blue.
Why are y'all voting for Kamala Harris?
I don't want to lose my rights. Like, I'm a trans man, and I'm gay, and I have been pregnant, and I've had an abortion before, and I don't want to lose that. I'm afraid of not being able to be myself anymore because from what I've heard, Trump's America doesn't want me to look like this. So that's why I'm here today, and that's why I'm voting blue.
This is in pure insanity. Insane people. We are letting the people out of the insane asylum. That's why liberals need to have straight jackets. We need insane asylums back. We need insane asylums back ASAP because there's no need for a person like this to be able to walk the street and tell us why they're voting. You don't need to be voting for anything. My guy, girl, abortionist, whatever you are. You don't need to be voting for anything. See, and a lot of people don't know why Elon Musk was out here rooting for Trump, and I'm going to play why he was rooting for Trump so hard. Listen to this.
I was essentially tricked into signing documents for one of my older boys, Xavier. This was before I had really any understanding of what was going on. We had COVID going on, and so there was a lot of confusion. I was told, Xavier might commit suicide if he.
That was a lie right from the outset.
Incredibly evil, and I agree with you that people that have been promoting this should go to prison. So I was.
It's crazy. This person said they were going to commit suicide if they didn't get the medication to transition from a boy to a girl. We are letting people out of the mental institutions. We need to start back putting people like this in straitjackets. It is crazy that we had a presidential candidate running on weed, killing kids, and selling houses. Crazy, I know. If you ever heard this and it was 50 years ago and they had the history on Kamala Harris's campaign, it was weed, abortion, and selling houses. A lot of thought whores. That's what her campaign was about.
Tricked into doing this, it wasn't explained to me that puberty blockers are actually just sterilization drugs. So
now I'm going to say this, Elon. You can't be putting rockets in the fucking air and you don't study what the fuck a puberty blocker do. I'm just saying, you can't be putting rockets in the air, Elon, and not be concerned about what your child is doing. Maybe, just maybe, the rocket could have waited a day or two so you could figure out and do all the research and reading before you agreed to let your child stunt its growth, chop his penis off, grow his hair long, dye his hair, dead name him, all of this stuff. Maybe, just maybe, the rocket could have waited. But you're doing great work. Keep it up. Just make sure if your next baby come to you, because I know you're a busy man. You probably ain't there all the time. So I'm just going to let you know when the next baby comes to you, just a word of advice. Maybe hold off on saying yes to the puberty blockers. That's all I got to say.
Anyway.
Why?
And so I lost my son, essentially. They call it dead naming for a reason.
Yeah,
All right, so the reason it's called dead naming is because your son is dead. So my son Xavier is dead. killed by the woke mind virus.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what that would be like.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and there's lots of people in that situation now.
Right.
It's not pretty, and lots of demolished kids.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's a good reason to be the final straw. All right, so let's.
So I vowed to destroy the woke mind virus after that.
And you could tell as a father, this is a hard thing to come to grips with when you got to look at your son. You got to look at a boy, and it's a girl now. When you got to look at this person that has to take drugs, probably sporadic, probably loopy in thinking. This is crazy that we have so many people condoning doing this to children. I really love that Donald Trump said he's going to allow people to sue doctors that did gender conforming surgery. I'm glad he's doing this because we see so many people, these people are mentally ill, so much so that after they do these surgeries, they still commit suicide at a 50% rate. So even after they don't feel comfortable in their body and thinking chopping Peter Waggers and putting dicks on them, that's going to change who they are, after they do this, they still commit suicide. I know y'all think it's cool for people to just take drugs, mind-altering drugs, suppressing going through puberty, because a lot of men really have to suppress going through puberty so their body won't develop until looking like a big old man. You know what's also crazy? When a guy transitions into a girl, it makes bigger headlines than when a girl transitions to a guy. Like Elliot Page. Nobody gives a fuck about her, him.
And we're making some progress.
Let's play that one more time, because this makes no sense.
Joy.
I was essentially tricked into signing documents for one of my older boys, Xavier.
Now I want to know how they tricked him. I need to know what happened for them to trick you into giving your child puberty blockers. And now he's changing his name and being a girl and being flamboyant. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I could not sit around and watch my son sashay through the house in a dress or act like he a female. Like I would disown my son, me personally. But some people do different things. I don't raise my children to be that way. So there's no reason for you to be out here acting like you mentally ill. Also, come to me. We're going to get you real help. We're going to talk to therapists. Maybe you need to work out. Maybe you need to find some holistic methods for your mental issues. But all these pills and these drugs, that's why I'm glad that RFK is going against all of the Food and Drug Administrations. I'm so happy that this happened, because a lot of the stuff that these kids are going through is really all the bullshit that's in their diet that they feed them. They're supposed to be nutritionists. And I know everybody that watches my stream, for the most part, because we educated over here, when y'all watch, if y'all watch my streams, then you understand and you have seen all of the ingredients on the back of a Fruit Loop box in America compared to the back of the Fruit Loop box in England, Australia, all of these other countries. They have maybe 5 ingredients to make something. In America, it's about 60 ingredients to make one thing. They killing us and poisoning us as fast as we come out the womb.
This is before I had really any understanding of what was going on, and we had COVID going on, and so there was a lot of confusion. You know, I was told, oh, Xavier might commit suicide if he
That was a lie right from the outset.
Incredibly evil, and I agree with you that people that have been promoting this should go to prison. So I was tricked into doing this, it wasn't explained to me that puberty blockers are actually just sterilization drugs. Anyway, and so I lost my son essentially. They They call it dead naming for a reason.
Yeah,
All right. So the reason it's called dead naming is because your son is dead. So my son Xavier is dead.
I know that has to hurt to say that. The name you gave your son, they changed their name, and now they're going by something else, and they call it dead naming. This is crazy. I would be so hurt if I seen this.
Killed by the woke mind virus.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what that would be like.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and there's lots of people in that situation now.
Right.
It's not pretty. And lots of demolished kids.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's a good reason to be the final straw. All right, so let's.
So I vowed to destroy the woke mind virus after that.
So that's why, if you look at people that's in Trump's cabinet or on his campaign trail, a lot of these guys were Democrats, lifelong Democrats. Elon, Trump, Vivek, RFK, a lot of these guys were Democrats, and they seen how far that the left was pushing. The left is pushing so far left that it's brought everything back around right. If y'all look at that map of the election, it was lit up red. There is only a slow people out here crying and acting outrageous over not being able to kill your kid. But most people understand, if I can't afford $400, $500, I can't get an abortion anyway. So we have to get our priorities in line.
And we're making some progress.
Join the club.
Yeah.
Join the club. And I agree. We need to speak up for our children. There's no reason for all of this to be happening. There's no reason for our children to be exposed to this stuff. I love my children, and I think you are a sick individual if you push your child to do something like that. You're sick. No ifs, ands, buts, whethers, or maybe.
Yeah, it says not yet a human. Why did you write that? Because everyone is talking about murder, and it's just, it's me. It's not somebody else yet. Yeah, it says not yet a human. Why did you write that? Because everyone is talking about murder, and it's just, it's me. It's not somebody else yet. Yeah, it says not yet a.
And as y'all can see, people are extremely sick out here. People are weirdos, and we just allow them to roam the street with sane people, with people that believe in family. You got to think about this. Most people believe in family. Most people believe in two genders, a man and a woman, and there's an exception to the rule when you have people, the small percentage of people that's born with both parts. Most people believe in family, raising their kids up, being able to afford a household to put them in, being able to leave them some type of inheritance when they die. The economy is so important because that money affects everything that you do and be able to provide for your family. A lot of people out here are talking about women's reproductive rights. There's no such thing as that, honestly, if you keep your legs closed. It is sad that Donald Trump, listen to me, it's sad when Donald Trump has to win the presidency. When Donald Trump has to win the presidency for women to be picky about who they give their vagina to. This is the video I want to watch next. No, that's not it. This is a weirdo. It's another weirdo chick. Like I said, it's a bunch of weirdos out here. Oh, there's the video. Y'all make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all share the video. The next video that we're going to talk about is this one right here. Brandon Scott. He is the mayor of Baltimore. The reason we're about to watch him is because he had something to say in a press conference. He's doing a lot of simping at this moment in time. And I'm going to say something that is controversial. Maybe it's not. But you know why? Another reason Kamala lost that election? Because she hitched her cart to the black woman horse. And nobody in America likes black women. And rightfully so. Black women have earned the reputation that they have, and I'm going to prove it. And the reason that nobody likes black women, let me tell y'all why. Because black women fuck with everybody. I literally, before I got on stream, a video just came down my timeline. Of a black woman fucking with a Mexican lady in the store. I can't play it because they get to fighting. So I don't know how YouTube is going to be. But they literally have video on top of video of black women being unruly, fucking with white boys with MAGA hats. I played one 2 days ago. I'm so glad Kamala didn't win because these bitches would be unruly and black men would have to face the backlash that these hoes would have been out here doing and making for us. We wouldn't even be able to walk the street because they would think we would be on the same type of time because they know that the black community is a matriarch. So here's the video we're finna play right here.
I'm obviously extremely disappointed in the results, but it is clear that there will be a second Trump presidency. It is really on my heart this morning to say that I am obviously extremely disappointed in the results, but it is clear that there will be a second Trump presidency. It is really on my heart this morning to say that as a man, but more importantly as a black man, that this country does not deserve black women or black people.
What are you
but specifically,
you want smoke crackers? Get you some off the counter, baby. But this type of pandering should be illegal. This is the type of pandering that you just walk up behind a nigga and you just smack the back of their neck. Because what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'll see if this group of people built something, made something. Y'all don't go get no doctors to talk to people, black women doctors, lawyers. Y'all don't do any of this type of things to show that there's a different type or demographic in the black community when it comes to black women. They always put the sexy reds, your Meg Thee Stallions, your Glorilla's, your Cardi B's. They always put those type of women in front. And guess what? Even if you did meet a doctor, a lawyer, or anybody like that that's in the black community and a black woman, she's going to try to assimilate or try to give off that she's hood or she's down with the cause because she don't want to alienate herself or be different because we understand and know what mean girls are. The sisterhood in the black community is based in nothing but fear. Nobody stands up and say and checks each other when it comes to black women in our community. Because when men say it, they say, well, women need to check the women and men need to check the men. But hey, most of y'all Christians, you supposed to came from my rib. I'm supposed to be able to speak to you because I'm supposed to be over you. So that would be crazy and go against it biblically. But okay.
Black women. This morning I woke up and I just gave my wife a hug because I know how heavy this is weighing on black women. And they have carried this country and saved this country too many times.
Save the country for what? What can somebody put in the comment section what black women have saved the country from? I really want to know. I'm not even joking. I'm not being facetious or anything. What have black women saved the country from? But I can tell you one thing. They've gotten enough abortions now to save us from having to deal with their renegade ass children, because we know from education that most black women are going to raise piss poor children. Y'all favorite, y'all messiah that got in the office in 2008 told y'all dumbass and y'all didn't listen. You're 5 times more likely to go to prison if your dad ain't in the house. Be on psychiatric drugs, to be homeless, to have some type of mental issues, to be poorer. These are all statistical facts. So when I say these things, I don't want nobody to come on this bitch talking about they feel like I'm bashing. I just want to put the information out there to let y'all know it is not conducive for y'all to be out here having children without a man in the household. And I'm talking about their biological father, because I just watched another video today of a black woman talking about she moved into a house with her daughter, just her and her daughter. She broke up with her ex-boyfriend. And her daughter wrote her a note crying in her room because she was happy that they were moving out the house with this man because this man had been molesting her. Step parents aren't good. If you feel like taking that risk to love someone and putting them around your child is worth it, I'm going to say you're a dumbass and you don't give a fuck about your children. You care more about getting your pussy and ass licked than you care about the health of your child. And that's most Americans.
And continue to be the most disrespected human beings on the planet. And it, quite frankly, it disgusts me.
How? Because we didn't vote for a candidate that didn't give us anything to vote for? Because we didn't vote for a candidate. My country cannot be ran off giggles. That's all she had for us was giggling, laughing at her own joke. My country cannot be ran off giggles. Take your ass on somewhere, go get you a bottle, and you and Doug go laugh. Or if you move too quick, he might black your eye. Because I'm going to keep saying it. We know Doug beat bitches.
I'm thinking about the world that we're going to bring our daughter into in a few months.
And look at the demographics of Baltimore. It's a black mecca. Baltimore is a black mecca. This is a black mayor over a black city where people have made a mass exodus out of your city because it is a hellhole. You up here talking about, listen to this. This is how crazy these niggas is. You up here talking about black women are the most disrespected people. While y'all have children in your city that they said nobody reads on grade level and nobody is proficient on grade level in math. So when you say this and talk about black women, who the fuck raising these renegades in y'all school system? Who the fuck is raising these renegades in y'all school system? I'll wait.
And I want the vice president to know that her and her team did everything right in the right way. But
no, they didn't. When Glorilla has to beep out her whole song, and you know what's crazy? They beeped out all the pussy, dick, any ass cuss words, but they still let her say nigga. Go look at her performance. They bleeped out everything and still let her say nigga. At least she had the wherewithal to be completely covered up while performing at this rally. You know how brain dead, listen to this. Do you know how brain dead you have to be on the Democratic Party for you to bring out all of these women? Let me say this. You're not brain dead. You got to be to bring all these women, have a party, dancing and twerking, as if Diddy just didn't get jammed up and taken to jail for his parties that he has had. And they said they got evidence and recording, and this man beating up a woman. Listen to me, beating up a woman on tape. And y'all thought it was good act like y'all rallies were parties, to when you got all of these celebrities coming out endorsing you, which actually was another brain dead move, because so many people, the regular everyday person, is looking at this like, damn, she got the whole cabal out here trying to make sure the machine keeps running. Like I tell y'all all the time, the machine has to keep running. Kamala lost because she had brain dead people around her, and she was a fucking drunk trying to run a campaign off giggles, weed, killing kids, and selling houses. You got people up here that's making millions of dollars trying to act and tell us that they want us to vote for Kamala Harris like they know what the fuck we going through. Y'all had the Avengers. Y'all had Eminem. Y'all had Taylor Swift. Those people I just mentioned should have put you over the top right there, but ain't nobody going. Y'all are only actors, musicians, and singers. We don't give a damn what you got to say about our life. You supposed to entertain us. Bitch, if I say jump, you supposed to say how high.
Reality is that this country is still steeped in racism, sexism, and misogyny. I am personally proud of her, and I know that so many others are the same. We appreciate her tenacity, her focus, her decency, and how she handled herself throughout this campaign. And I don't want to hear anybody saying that they should have done something different.
They should have done something different.
She should have been running longer.
She should have been running longer.
The fact is that they did everything that a campaign can do and more.
No, they couldn't. You know what they could have did? Ran the country better for 4 fucking years. That's what they could have done. If she was smart, you know what I did? I would have just came out and said, you said, what, baby? Hold on. You 2 kids? Here you go. Go back in there. All right, let it finish. But you know what they could have did? Ran the country better. That's what they could have done. That's all they had to do is run the country better 4 years ahead of time. And if I was on her campaign, I would have told her, hey, baby, the first thing we about to do, we finna blame everything on Joe Biden. I'm going to say this, and this is, if you wanted to run that woman play, she should have did it like this. I'm the vice president. Typically, the vice president doesn't do anything. I can only give suggestions. When it came to the border, I came to President Biden and I told him these are the list of things that I wanted to do. And when she said that, she should have gave a list of things she wanted to do and said, this is what I want to implement when I become president. So now we know what you want to do at the border. But since I'm a woman and I'm the vice president, it fell on deaf ears. Boom. Blame Joe Biden for everything. Hey, this would not be the same as a Joe Biden presidency. You want to wait at the last minute and say, they asked you, would you do anything different than Joe Biden? You said you couldn't think of anything. You know why you couldn't think of anything? Because it looked like you came into that interview with a hangover, bitch. They just call it what it is. Because I would have said, yeah, there'd have been plenty of things I would like to do. I'm just going to let y'all know from ground zero, hey, this is not Joe Biden. This is Kamala Harris. I had plenty of ideas, but I'm the vice president. And me being a woman, I thought it was a great idea for me to step up. But I get to see what sexism looks like being the vice president under a strong, I would have said a strong masculine man. I would have gave him a little backhanded compliment right there. That's how we would have kicked off this campaign right there. This is not a continuation of Joe Biden's presidency.
But we as a country really have a lot of soul searching to do. And that's really what I want to say about that today. But
I bet he was raised by his mammy. Because I'm trying to figure out why on that side of the aisle we have so many people trying to pull on our heartstrings when it comes to not voting for a woman.
I want black women to hear from me to know that as a black man.
And if y'all watching the video, y'all make sure y'all like the video. Y'all make sure y'all, y'all make sure y'all share the video. And make sure y'all share so we can get it out. Help me grow this channel. Help me grow this page. I've been giving y'all great content. And if you would like to donate, Cash App, or Super Chat, be more than welcome. It'll help the channel out and it'll help us grow. Thank you very much.
I am going to triple my efforts to lift them. And that's really what I want to say about that today. But I want black women to hear from me to know that as a black man, I am going to triple my efforts to lift them up, to make sure that they're supported, to make sure that they're seen, and to make sure that other folks are challenged into understanding that they alone can't be the soul of this democracy, and that they alone can't save us from ourselves.
Save us to do what? The first thing I was taught when I grew up, it was called sweep around your own doorstep. Sweep around your own doorstep. The reason you need to sweep around your own doorstep is because what you look like coming to tell me what I can do better with my life when your life is in shambles. How you gonna save a country and y'all ain't saving these kids? 77% of the children in the black community are born out of wedlock.
Time and time again, they alone can be the people that show up and show up in such a way that folks who are voting against their own best interest, that they're saved as well. They can't do it anymore. And we have to be there to understand that reality and lift them up.
And see, this is what you get when your black cities are filled with nothing but women running it, churches running it, schools running it. You have to pander to the women because, you know, these people are going to vote you back in so you can maintain and continue to get that check. Same thing with your pastors, your Jamal Bryant's. Got to say all of those and read all of those scriptures wrong about men and misogyny.
I don't know everything that a second Trump presidency will bring to Baltimore, but if he follows through on some of his dark, violent promises, we know that we are looking at challenges in the years ahead. But I want Baltimoreans to hear me clearly. We have a lot to be proud of in our leadership in the state and in the city, and I know all of my colleagues in office will agree when I say that Baltimore will always be a place that welcomes and protects our residents no matter what they look like, who they love, where they were born, or how they choose to live their lives, as long as they're doing it in a legal manner. That will not change, and I will continue fighting for Baltimoreans no matter what.
This right here is sad to see a black man pander this way. We are supposed to lead. And my wife asked me today, why aren't black men leading? I said, you know what? When black women can use the government to whoop black men over the head, how can we? When you can take my child and most of the time the court is going to grant you custody of the child and you could put me on child support. You could literally be broke as a woman and get government assistance. I could be broke as a man. They put me in jail. Did you hear what I said? You could be broke and get government assistance. I could be broke and they'll put me in jail. You could get pregnant and wake up one morning and realize you're not ready to be a parent and get an abortion. You could do the same thing I could tell you before you get pregnant. I don't want to be a parent. You decide to keep it, but I can't abort my finances. Just think of what we're asking here. When it comes to childbirth and what women do, women have the sole responsibility of reproductive rights. That's what y'all are arguing and fighting for. And it's sad that Trump had to get in office for y'all to act or even just say the stuff that y'all saying, acting like y'all are women that have a little bit of coof, tactfulness, taste, class when it comes to your body. Because we've seen all of these videos where women talking about they got 300 body count. What? You still with 300 men? 300 men is worthy to enter your body like this. And like I said, y'all always want to use some medical reasons to allow abortion. But when you got an abortion, was it a medical issue? I didn't think so. I didn't think so. And so since Brandon Scott want to talk about black women saving America, well, what about right here? Like I told you, black women earn the reputation of why nobody likes them because they do shit like this.
Anyone involved? This is funny to watch. One more. One more. Do something. Yeah, I'm like no guy. Something like this. Don't understand. Yeah, this is New York. We don't talk. I'm making a team. Do something, bro. I like that life. Do something, bro. I like that. Do something. Now you got my time. Take me out. Take me out.
Now, any sane woman, and y'all, I know y'all gonna say, that's not everybody. A vast majority of black women are just like this. Confrontational, want to fight, because a smart person, especially a woman, would understand, hey, this man is stronger than me. He probably could knock me out. He probably can do real damage. He probably can do very bad damage, but we allow women to still do stuff like this, which is crazy.
Take me out! 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 Knock me out! Knock me out!
He said that's why women get their ass kicked talking all that shit. And I'm going to tell y'all, black men, do not save black women. Please don't. Because this black woman could have simply walked away. If you see, the white man has walked away, he's grabbed his scooter, and she is still talking shit, begging to be knocked out. This woman right here is indicative of what we would have seen times 10 if Kamala would have gotten to the White House. I am so glad that she did. I'm elated that she did. Because as a black man, dealing and being around black women and staying in a black city, I would not want to have to see pink and motherfucking green everywhere. I don't want to have to see a whole bunch of HBCU shirts that y'all don't motherfucking go to, or AKA shirts that y'all didn't participate in, or the AKA organization that don't give fucking back to the community, or they gave Kamala all that money for her to fucking lose, and everybody knew she was going to lose, when y'all could have actually did some shit for black people or black women, but y'all didn't. Y'all just want to have y'all name and y'all sorority plastered everywhere. And that's really what y'all gave money for. I'm elated that she did not win. Because trust me, it ain't a lot of professional black women. I don't give a fuck how much they tell y'all. Black women, the most educated, enrolled, degreed, all this shit. I went to 2 HBCU homecomings this year. 2. It is so bad that women have to come out now talking about how bad it is and the attire that these women are wearing with their ass out and their nipples out, walking around at homecoming. And the dude said this, and it made plenty of sense. He said, what if I met you at homecoming, you half naked, and I had a job opportunity or an internship for you? You just ruined it by the way that you're dressed. Because if you think that's okay for you to be out here and you in my class, I could be your teacher. You could be in my class. I could be the dean of the school. You just never know what opportunities you miss by the way that you dress at homecoming on school premises. It'd be different if you was in a club, whole nother scene, whole nother ball game. But y'all are on school premises, on these campuses dressed like this while in school. Y'all are crazy as fuck.
You need a man to put you in place. I'll put you in place. Knock me out.
Y'all heard what he said? He said, you need a man to put you in your place. The black woman is the only woman in society right now. And white women, again, just as bad as black women. But right now, black women are the only women that have nobody to keep them in check. They have no covering. They are the man in the black community. That's why she feels comfortable being in front of this man like this.
Knock me out. You need to marry a Knock me out. You said you're beating me up. Knock me out. Baby. Knock me out. 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 You just ain't gonna knock me out. Knock me out. You ain't touching me. Knock me out. I ain't Tyrone. Knock me out.
You heard what he said. I ain't Tyrone from the hood.
Oh, knock me out. You just showing your racism. You showing your racism.
He's not showing his racism. Not at all. He know that black men have to deal with this shit and have to put y'all hoes in headlocks and slam y'all on y'all head. He know what we have to deal with. I avoid women and whores at all costs. I'm going to say this. I avoid women and whores at all costs. Jazz say he literally is standing there. Exactly. And if y'all don't think Kamala would have had women around here acting just as crazy as this woman, you done lost your rabbit ass mind. I'm so glad she did not win. And these are the women that Brandon Scott was just telling us was saving America by their vote, and upset that people did not want to vote for a black woman. Kamala, the worst thing you could have done is attach your cart to that horse called being a black woman. That was dumb. I'm going to say this again, and we're going to move on. People don't like black women. Most people don't. The reason they don't like black women, because they've earned a reputation and they fuck with everybody. Before I got on the screen, I literally seen a black woman bothering a Mexican lady in a store, and I wanted to play it, but I know YouTube would take my video down if I show a fight video. Literally. And all of these videos that you see, they always talking crazy. Knock me out. Knock me out. Just like the one we just seen. And the other person is trying to walk away and avoid confrontation. You know how I'm gonna say this. Do you know how effeminate we made men now, to the point where I'm stronger, I'm bigger, I can run faster than you, but I'm the one walking away? In nature, it would never be a time you see a motherfucking elephant retreat on anything that it come around. I'm sorry, it's not happening. A tiger, you could come towards me. I'm bigger and stronger than you. Know what the fuck I'm finna do to you? Like, this is a freebie. Like, are you serious? But you know, in nature, things that they know how nature works. We have people that don't understand, that literally are loopy in their mind. Because there's no reason for a man to have to retreat to from a woman like that. If a woman got wrong, it should be a time where we could go back to just punching a bitch in their mouth. Point blank, period, and simple. Just end it. If we had a whole bunch of slap arenas around that you walk down the street and it just looked like a slap competition, things would change overnight. I promise you. We got to slap order back in the women in America, especially the black woman. And the reason I talk about the black woman, because these are the people that's poisoning our community. You can judge a race of people by how they woman act. So y'all make sure, if y'all watching, y'all like the video, Make sure y'all share the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. The next thing we're going to talk about is deportation. The reason we're talking about deportation is because we see that Mr. Donald Trump has a lot of mayors talking about they are not going to deport people. But the first video we're going to play is this one right here. We're going to play this video. Damn, I see him trying to learn this new computer I got, y'all. My bad. This video right here. Breaking news. Are y'all enjoying yourself? How y'all liking the content today? How y'all liking the channel? Y'all make sure y'all like the video. And also, if you want to call in and talk about what I've just played today for y'all, y'all calling me. Feel free to call in. My phone's sitting right here beside me. So if y'all want to call in, you can.
Was designed to help feed migrant
News, the mayor just announced that the city will no longer issue vouchers to migrants to pay for food, ending a controversial program that had repeatedly come under attack by conservatives and others.
This pilot program in New York City, drenched in both humanity and controversy, distributed debit cards to migrant families staying in city-funded hotels and allowing them to buy their own food. Eyewitness News reporter Josh Hyde here following the breaking news for us. Josh.
Bill, it's a program that, as you say, generated plenty of controversy, but now its absence may raise even more questions. The so-called Immediate Response Cards pilot program was designed to help feed migrant families who found themselves in New York with no way to afford food. The one-year contract provided what the city described as culturally relevant food to 2,600 migrant families, allowing them to basically buy what they wanted. A family of four with two kids under 5 got about $350 per week to cover food in a program the city said would actually save taxpayers millions a year. It also reduced food waste. You may remember the food the city had been providing in migrant shelters was seen as not culturally sensitive to the needs of some migrant groups, and it ended up just going to waste. For more than a year, the city was groaning under the weight of more than 200,000 asylum seekers. Officials say the migrant population has actually reduced lately. In fact, a massive shelter on Roosevelt Island is in the process of closing. In the meantime, Mayor Adams spoke on the phone yesterday with President-elect Donald Trump, who had vowed during his campaign to mass deport migrants. Aside from congratulating him on his win, though, Adams today would not say what they discussed.
So if you've seen that, I'm going to say this. There's no reason for migrants to come over here and get more benefits than the American people. It is no reason for migrants to come over here and get more benefits than the American people. Like I said, Eric Adams, I think he understands what's about to happen with Trump's presidency. I do think there's going to be some retaliation for all the stuff that Trump went through. I do think Trump is surrounding himself by a lot of people that's going to help him clean house. So I think a lot of people are seeing the writing on the wall. You would be dumb not to see what's about to happen. And I know a lot of people are going to hold strong and try to think that their friends are going to help them out of these situations and stuff, but it's not. It's not going to help you at all.
And adopt to come take.
It's not going to help you at all. This is another mayor. The mayor of Illinois right here. See what he got to say.
One who intends to come take away the freedom and opportunity and dignity of Illinoisans. I would remind you that a happy warrior is still a warrior. You come for my people, you come through me. One who intends to come take away the freedom and opportunity and dignity of Illinoisans. I would remind you that a happy warrior is still a warrior. You come for my people, you come through me.
Well, if you don't shut up. I hate people that look like this. This was a person that probably got bullied too in school. That's probably why he on this crusade to say the people, the migrants. Like, it makes no sense. Deport the people, because I don't know if y'all know this. There's plans out here to show how to destroy countries. And one of the things you do is you flood the country with a whole bunch of illegals, make them dependent on the welfare system. And what it ultimately does is bankrupt the system, which puts the country in turmoil. We cannot be funding illegals. In Chicago, they literally had to raise the taxes in Chicago because of the illegals. I don't understand how y'all not getting this through y'all head. Y'all can say it's racist. I'm telling y'all, as a black man, what I seen them people up in Chicago at the city council meetings complaining about the illegals, when my homeboy sent me a video showing that the Venezuelans in Chicago have taken over whole blocks. Whole blocks, and my homeboy said, if me and these same dudes was in the club and I stepped on one of their shoes, they'll be quick to shoot me up 96 times. But these Venezuelans, y'all act like y'all scared to take y'all blocks and y'all homes back. And I told him, I said, you know what? Black men have been programmed by not having no father in the house, and how much they mother hate black men, to hate black men themselves. That is why you look at a black man wrong, you mean mug, y'all gonna get into it. Because black people don't know how to handle conflict, because conflict resolution typically comes from your father. Conflict resolution typically comes from your father. Here you go, baby. Go back and sit down. And since these men don't know how to handle conflict, they act like their mother. They think they can be emotional and sporadic and do whatever they want. But
News, the mayor just...
Oh, man. I don't even know why they play it like that. Here's another video.
Gavin Newsom is now the California Governor Gavin Newsom is now...
Hold on.
claiming he will refuse to deport illegal migrants when Trump takes office.
And we ultimately renounce kind of bigotry, kind of xenophobia that is front and center in discussions and debates like this. I thought the Attorney General was right about the Trump administration having issues with immigrants, but I think I could have been even more pointed, and forgive me, Mr. Attorney General, saying he has a particular problem with Brown.
Can y'all start with the racist shit? Because black people, y'all done let the immigrants, the illegals come in here and run rushshot over the black community. It ain't just Trump. Y'all, that's why another reason Kamala lost, because you don't want to deport these motherfuckers out the black community, and you supposed to be black. Another brain dead move from the Harris administration or campaign. You supposed to be black. You ain't seen all these people up here in Chicago at the city council meeting talking about all the immigrants that took over abandoned houses and neighborhoods and stuff like that. How the gangs in Chicago got to join together to fight the Venezuelans up there. Another brain dead thing. And that's why, and I'm going to tell y'all something. They say only 7-8% of, I think 20% of black men voted for Donald Trump, right? I think it's about 20%. They say 7% of black women voted for Donald Trump. So that's 30% of the black population voted for Trump, right? I would argue, by how that map looked, that way more black people voted for Trump than they want to let on. Because they have to have some type of saving grace. The only saving grace they would have, and people are actually being upset, is if they cause a bunch of psyops or riots in the street like they did with COVID and Antifa and all of that. It looks like they're trying to plan it with a lot of the protests that's going on in D.C. and Chicago right now before Trump gets in office. But that's their only saving grace, and that's why they would not tell the actual number of black people voting that much, because if Trump has a great presidency, then that means more people are going to vote Republican next time.
people, not even immigrants.
The California governor, Gavin Newsom, is now claiming that he will refuse to deport illegal migrants when Trump takes office as president. He also claimed that he thinks Trump has an issue with and dislikes brown people. These statements from the California governor has garnered controversy from commenters online. Commenters claimed that he should be focused on the people living in tents on the street in California, and that this is ridiculous.
Do you know how crazy? Do you know how crazy it is to listen to this? When everybody know about Skid Row, when Kobe, and the reason I know more about it because Kobe even tried to have an initiative to help the homeless people in Cali, LA specifically. And you mean to tell me you allowing people in your state and won't deport them and give them all of this money when you literally have tent cities in your state? You got tent cities in your state. Liberals need to be in straight jackets. That's the new motto. Liberals need straight jackets. Make straight jackets great again.
But what do you think about Governor Newsom's claims? Do you agree with him? Comment your opinion down below.
So do y'all agree with Gavin Newsom? Nancy Pelosi's nephew? Do y'all think that he should not deport anybody? Y'all put in the comment section and tell me what y'all think. Put a 1 for yes, put a 2 for no. So my next video is this right here. I've been having so much fun watching these meltdown videos and these screaming videos. It is a joy to see. So I want to tell y'all right now, if you're watching, make sure you like the video, make sure you share the video, make sure you subscribe. If you're over there on Rumble, and if you're over there on X, make sure you come over here to YouTube, subscribe to my channel. That way y'all can comment and we can have a good old time and I can read y'all comments. Also, go subscribe to my Rumble channel because we're going to do some more content that we cannot do on YouTube. So the first video I want to play.
As far to say that I would purchase a Glock, and if you and I are walking on the same street and it's dark out and you're a white male, you have to be white for this to count, okay? If you're a white male, even if you don't approach me, I will shoot you. Yeah, I know. So, has to be on the street, you and I, has to be at nighttime. During the day, not so much, but at nighttime, okay? And you have to have very white skin and be a male. I would go as far to say that I would purchase a Glock, and if you and I are walking on the same street and it's dark out and you're a white male, you have to be white for this to count, okay? If you're a white male, even if you don't approach me, I will shoot you.
I told y'all, the white women are following suit. The white women are following suit right behind the black women. They just as crazy. Just as crazy. It is crazy. Listen to this fool right here. Listen to this fool right here.
I'm gonna be leaving the U. Okay, so since
listen to this fool right here. Let me. I got it. Listen to this fool right here. Listen to this fool right here. These are liberals for you. Liberals need to be in straight jackets.
Okay, so since Trump won the election, we're cooked. Yup. I'm gonna be leaving the U.S.
This fruit duke. It's always, I told y'all, if a man votes Democratic, he got to have some sugar in his tank. Because how do you identifying as this? How do you see yourself in this? And I'm gonna ask a question that I know I'm not supposed to ask. I'm gonna ask it. Where do gay men get this voice from? I'm dead serious. Like, Like, is it soon as they get the Peter Whacker, does it download in their body? Is it soon as they suck the Peter Whacker, it get downloaded in their body? I'm trying to figure out where do gay men get this voice from. And the reason I'm asking, because I know they're supposed to be effeminate. They're supposed to be the softer one of the relationship of the girl, but women don't even talk like this. So is it like a gay voice? Is it like a gay spirit on them? Where do they get this gay voice from? I'm really trying to figure this out. Somebody need to do a study or something on this.
And I'm going to be moving to Hawaii. So we'll see how it goes. And I'll update you guys. I'm going to be leaving the US and I'm... Okay, so since Trump won the election, we're cooked. Yup. I'm going to be leaving the US and I'm going to be moving to Hawaii. So we'll see how it goes. And I'll update you guys.
Did y'all hear this dummy? Did y'all hear this dummy? Listen to what he said one more time.
Okay, so since Trump won the election, we're cooked. Yup. I'm going to be leaving the US and I'm going to be moving to Hawaii. So we'll see how it goes. And I'll update you guys.
And this is why we need to have tests before people are allowed to vote. You little fruity dude, you got to understand this. Hawaii is in the U.S. Hawaii's in the U.S. So here's another breakdown.
Yeah.
Here's another one.
Knowing that I woke up, bitch, it's not about a fucking book. Fuck that shit right now. Knowing that I went to bed, that fucking man was ahead a little bit, but waking up.
Y'all see all the anger, the vitriol in their face? You crying because somebody lost the presidency?
To this man, literally, you're 4 points a fucking way. Not only shows me how racist.
Oh my God. You got two candidates, so if people vote for the other one, they automatically racist. And remember, this woman only became black to run for president. She was always the first Indian this, the first Indian that. All of a sudden, she black to get you dumb hoes to get on the bandwagon.
Which, hello, wake up, you black, you're aware of that. It not only shows me how racist this country is, misogynistic, y'all... We're at the point where I'm convinced y'all do not want to get here. Y'all had y'all glory fucking days in the back. Y'all hate to see a black, Latino, anybody that's LGBTQ plus, a woman being happy doing shit on her fucking own. Just to wake up and seeing and being that close, and I'm seeing comments where people like, I'm in another country, I don't know how this happened. Wake up! This is fucking America, and this is sad. And every fucking body, any person.
I'm going to just say this. If she has a motion for a loss this strong, now swing the pendulum back to the other side, and if they would have won, what type of energy would she have had? She would have had her ass on her shoulders. Her ass on her shoulders if they would have won.
That I still follow, that has voted for him. I'm not even going to say what my thoughts is, but trust I will be acting.
No, say it. We want to hear.
On my thoughts. And I know I might lose some brand deals for what I'm about to say. But every black person that I've ever seen that said, I'm for Trump in this current state, every Latino, every non-white male, let's keep it what it is. I pray to God. I know deep down that's why I'm crying. The repercussions with Trump, if he gets elected, is going to be crazy for all minorities and anybody that's not matching or ever seen the dollar amount that he's ever seen in his life. But I pray to God for anyone that voted in this election, that's a minority. that doesn't even have the same.
I'm gonna just stop her right there. Like I said, guys, these are the people that was supposed to save America. I don't know how with a vote you was gonna save America. We all believe that you was gonna destroy America, actually, with the way that you were gonna vote. We all think that. What'd you say, baby? We all think that. Let me play this other video, see if I can find the other video. Of these screaming liberals. I probably had to play her other video. Let me play this video real quick. Is this it? Oh, here you go, right here.
I'm mad. I'm upset. I'm angry as fuck, bro. I'm angry. I'm hurt. My feelings are.
These are your black women right here.
I'm going to get drunk today, and I'm gonna act like an angry black fucking woman, because I'm fucking angry! I'm mad! I'm upset! I'm angry as fuck, bro. I'm angry, I'm hurt, my feelings are fucking hurt. We always finish last, we always come fucking last to everybody, even our own fucking men. And you niggas mamas be black. This shit is crazy, y'all.
My wife literally gonna tell me that today, and I'm like, bro, how you gonna, you really use this? You really sounding like the other women. And it really pissed me off. But she really said this to me.
I got black ass daughters. I'm angry as fuck. I'm gonna get drunk and cause a problem. I'm going to get.
These are the people. These are the women, drunk. And look at this woman. All these piercings in her face. Hey, this is not a sane individual. You got to put this many holes in your face. And y'all do know, cutting, like women that mutilate themselves, is typically a sign of mental illness. Y'all may not deem this as cutting, but it's damn near close. And typically cutters are women. So the next video, hold on, that ain't what I wanted to play. Ah, hell. Ah, hell, I ain't got the thing saved. Anyway, the next video I want to play real quick is this one. Hold on. Y'all make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all share the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. But I think this has something to do with it. And I always talk about overcorrection.
Trump was going to win. I knew Trump was going to win. I knew Kamala wasn't going to win. I knew Kamala wasn't winning, and that's because Kamala represents what most modern women represent today, and that's that Me Too movement. And that Me Too movement have fucked it up for a lot of you bitches because they understand that y'all don't play motherfucking fair.
Right. I always talk about when a person feels oppressed and you push back on that person or have an overcorrection, now the other person that had the power now feels oppressed. So when y'all been telling men they ain't shit, misogyny, you need to let women win and y'all should come to the basketball games to support women and all of this, or y'all hate women, all of the rhetoric that you see now is what men have been hearing the last 10 years. And now men have gotten out more than ever to go vote for presidency because y'all are pushing and pushing and keep on pushing. The thing about when people are oppressed, you have to just clean slate it. You go to work, I go to work. We're not going to give you no stepping stool. We're not going to give you a ladder. We're not going to put you above us to try to make up for the lost times. I agree with her.
And see, it's not the fact that guys didn't want to do this shit with you. Like, guys don't mind working with you. They don't mind doing this teamwork with you. It's just the fact that you bitches have shown them that when you get positions of power, you forget about that motherfucking teamwork. And you start working against a motherfucker, and that's not fair. That's not how business operates. Like, get your feelings out the motherfucking money. You bitches don't know how to separate your emotions, and that's why the fuck America's not ready for a woman in office. That Me Too movement might have started with some females who really went through some real shit, banding together. Real victims out here, but somehow, some way, y'all done let everybody in that bitch, and now
Right. Y'all let the money in there, and y'all just let anybody in there to push y'all cause. And what you did when you let people push y'all cause like this, it muddied the waters, and your movement lost steam, lost stamina, and lost its validity.
their narrative is more louder than yours. Now it's just people who have made poor choices and poor decisions in their life with zero accountability. Everybody can blame victim. And that's not right. That's not fair. And until that narrative is a little bit more diluted, until that narrative is attached with responsibility and accountability, like, I'm not going to show up to a nigga house 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm just saying, when we with accountability, I'm not going to show up to a nigga house 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning if I didn't come to fuck. That's what a woman with accountability woman. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because when you hear these stories about women talking about, yeah, he raped me. But, baby, he said it was consensual. Yeah, it was. Well, as we dig further, you went over there at 2 o'clock in the morning? Yeah, I did. Well, what you thought y'all were going to handle business at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning? Maybe the banks ain't open. The office ain't even open right. Why do you think you're here right now? Like, I need a honest answer, because you gotta know I'm trying to put this motherfucking log in. That's what I'm trying to do. And you here, you think you finna talk?
She can already have a conversation with herself, like, bitch, you going over there to fuck. That's what you doing. And I already told her, like, yeah, you know if I come over there, nigga, I'm trying to fuck. You show up at a nigga house 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, you ain't trying to fuck, and the nigga say, well, what the fuck is you here for? He not being funny, it's the real motherfucking truth. Like, bitch, what the fuck are you here for?
I agree. We gotta stop giving people platforms on stupid shit. Me Too movement might have started with some validity. And even the woman that started it, she wasn't particularly that cute. So it's kind of like, if you had somebody cute, you'd be like, okay, I could see why somebody might want to take that from her. But the woman that kind of was like the face of Me Too movement, she wasn't. Ugh. I know that's bad to say, and it might sound like, nah, I ain't gonna fuck it. Yeah, she wasn't cute. She wasn't cute. She was not. This lady was not cute at all. She wasn't cute.
You're right. My thing is this. Oh no, shiver me timbers. You know what's so crazy?
This the last video, and we're gonna get up out of here.
You know, I'm here to talk of this 4B movement because Trump won the presidency, right? My thing is this. Oh no, shiver me timbers. You know what's so crazy? We've gone so far left that we've come back around right. Isn't that crazy? Women are saying, you know what? We're not going to have sex with any of you anymore until you treat us with respect. Let me get this straight. You had to have a woman lose the presidency for you to stop sleeping with men unless they show you respect? Is that not hilarious to you? We're not going to have sex with any men until y'all start treating us like human beings. Y'all was sleeping with men that wasn't treating you like human beings?
Like, this, you can't make this up. Like, women say stuff, and it's like they have no foresight. Like, do you know what you're saying? Like, do you really understand? Like, you're like, when you put this out there, you're advertising a Tubi movie almost. It's not an A-list movie. And what I mean, the movie is equivalent with your vagina. It's like a Tubi movie. I don't know how to really cares about seeing a Tubi movie if I know it's going to be low budget or low grade, but everybody's okay with going to the box office to see the big movie because we know the quality of it is going to be A1. But y'all letting niggas out here sleep with y'all that's these type of dudes?
We're not having any children until marriage. Y'all were having children before. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Who are you telling? We've been asking y'all to stop being hoes for years.
For years.
Oh, shiver me timbers.
For years.
Y'all was sleeping with men that wasn't treating you like human beings. We're not having any children until marriage. Y'all were having children before. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Who are you telling? We've been asking y'all to stop being hoes for years. We've been asking y'all to stop being hoes for years. And it takes Kamala Harris to lose the presidency for y'all to say, you know what? We're closing our legs until we get some respect. All right, that'll do it.
Just watch out, guys. Be careful. Black men. My closing remarks is stay safe out here. Don't let women drive you into the ground. If you see a black woman into an altercation with somebody, 9 times out of 10, she started it. She's the aggressor. She's mentally ill. And don't run over there to save her because you could put yourself in danger thinking you want to be Captain Save a Hoe. Now, she's free. You're dead. And nobody's going to remember your name. It's the New Normal Podcast. We gone. Peace.